first fresh meat sandwiches when he opened the original restaurant in Muscatine, Iowa, a century ago.
It's the best ground beef on the planet, seriously. That's where the flavor comes from.
And we have our special seasoning, which is kept under Tiny's pillow in our home, because it is secret, you see.
And that perfectly sourced and seasoned beef never sits under a heat lamp. Every sandwich is made fresh to order.
In making a made-right sandwich when our customers come in, we steam our sandwich buns so it's nice and fresh and has a nice warm taste to it. We put on ketchup, mustard, a sprinkle of onions, 2 pickles, and then we put on a generous scoop of the ground beef, and there we have a made-right sandwich.
What I ordered today is 2 made-rights. With everything on it, ketchup, pickles, all the works. Absolutely love it.
It's your classic sandwich, pickle, onion, deliciousness, all in one bite.
I think they have really good seasoning on it. I'm not sure what it is. I'd like to get the recipe.
When eating in your car, you'll want to look to the experts for tips on keeping the loose meat from getting loose.
What I've discovered is you gotta leave it a little bit of wrapper so we can catch all the loose beef coming off of it.
And you just roll the wrapper down and loose meat. Awesome.
God forbid I spilled everything else on me. What's wrong with spilling a hamburger too? At least I like the taste of that.
There is a trick. There's a trick where you're gonna share that. If you get the potato chips, you eat the leftover made-ready on a potato chips instead of using the spoon. That's a total family thing. We use potato chips. Who uses a spoon when you eat a made-ready?
Over the years, Made-Right's menu has expanded to include updated versions of their original classic.
For example, we have a cheese right, which has white cheddar cheese on it. We also have a blue right, which is blue cheese on it with a ciabatta bun, which customers just love. We also have a rare bit, which is made with marble rye and a white cheddar cheese that is just simply delicious.
Old school loose meat sandwiches, homemade chips, and frosty malts have Made-Right's customers convinced that the country's first drive-through restaurant is still the best.
You know, you go everywhere else and they've got all kinds of different stuff, the same old thing you always see, and then you come here to Iowa and you've got it made right. There's no grease. I like a pickle and an onion and a little ketchup on it. That's great.
There it is. Another one down.
From fresh, flaky breakfast biscuits to last call cocktails, when it comes to eating on the run, there's no slowdown in sight.
Convenient, fun, you can continue on your way. We want to stay in our cars and we can, and we do.
We're in the cars. We're in the cars and we like to eat.
Have the salmon sandwich.
I don't have to worry about finding a table. Boom, I'm at my table. It's good to go.
It's just become an American way of life. Thank you.
Raw food has come a long way from the days of the complimentary bowl of salty peanuts.
Gotta roll up my sleeves for this one.
This is absolutely hammered food.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that.
Your local watering hole has given its Midnight Munchies menu a makeover, and they've added cuckoo creative cocktails to get you in the spirit.
Whiskey and breakfast cereal? Genius.
We've picked our 8 favorites from across the nation.
My heart feels warm.
Why 8, not 10? Because it's best to enjoy these things responsibly.
Oh yeah, wicked good. It's so good.
This is exactly what you want at 3 in the morning.
When you need a bite to finish your night right, Food Paradise has got your back. These are the grade 8 places for Midnight Munchies. Our survey begins in the place where nightlife itself began. Because, fun fact, it's the first city in the world to be fully lit by electricity. I'm talking about Cleveland, Ohio. And there's no better place for you to get fully lit than in the electric atmosphere of Nano Brew. Their cool and creative approach to burgers and beer earns them our number 8 spot on the list of the great
When it comes to having some beer and eating some darn good food, this is where it's at.
Nano Brew prides itself on 2 things: having the best food to eat after midnight and having the best beer to go with it.
We brew very small batch beers, 20-gallon batches of beer. What that allows us to do is we can take chances and be a little risky and brew something that's going to blow your mind, or not. And if it doesn't, we might just dump it down the drain and forget that ever happened kind of thing.
experiments are the perfect match for Nano Brew's award-winning menu, created by head mad scientist, Chef Billy Crompton. It's alive! Billy's gonna make Nano's legendary spicy burger, loaded with roasted poblanos, caramelized onions, and fresh Ohio beef. And I wasn't kidding about that mad scientist thing.
We studied chemistry on burgers, and we found out that one of the things that makes a great burger is actually adding the seasoning immediately before you place it on the grill. That provides a really good sear on the burger, and that gives it as much flavor of the meat itself without obscuring it with the flavor of the seasoning.
The spicy burger isn't some burn-your-mouth blowtorch. It's more of a flavor conversation, where spicy is just one of the voices. The cheese is just as important.
All right, we're going to flip the burgers. We're going to put cheddar cheese on there from Amish country. The trick with the medium burger and a 4-ounce patty is to cheese it as soon as you flip it. That way when the cheese melts, we're ready to plate the burgers.
I'm telling you, this guy knows burgers, and the food world has taken notice.
Our spicy burger was named one of the 33 best burgers in America. That's pretty cool.
With the cheese melted just so, it's plating time. The brioche bun crown gets slathered in chipotle mayo. On goes the onion pepper melange, followed by some round-the-way veggies.
The mixed greens that we use come from the Ohio City farm right around the corner from us. About 100 feet away, we have a whole array of greens and produce that we get, and you can't get fresher than that. This is the spicy burger from Nano Brew. If you can't take the heat, get out of my kitchen.
It has a little bit of spice, so it's not too overwhelming for people who don't really like a lot of heat, but it gives a little bit more kick. I love the fact that everything is well put together and it's not sloppy. I don't have to worry about grabbing a napkin, especially when I'm out like hanging out with guys and stuff. They don't want to see a messy chick. That's not cool.
Another of their creative burgers that should be on your bar food bucket list, the Beefy PB&J. What kind of fruit spread is that one rocking?
We were going to go with either a grape or a cherry, and then we figured, why not put some bacon in it?
Bacon jam?
If I could name my baby Bacon Jam, I would.
I've never heard anything like that before.
Let's back this thing up to the beginning. First, Billy caramelizes about a sack full of onions and some garlic in Grandma's wash tub. Then comes about a half a pig's worth of bacon and some brown sugar. Then what happens?
We're going to add coffee. We'll stir that in, let that introduce itself to everything for a minute or two. And then we're ready to add the maple syrup. The maple syrup is going to help with the reduction process and coat everything up. That kind of makes the jam into the jam.
Next, there's some chili sauce for heat, and get ready for this curveball. Whiskey.
It's flavor on flavor on flavor.
He knows what time it is. Time to let this reduce for a couple of hours before its final journey through the food processor.
You're ready to put this on a burger.
But first, the house-made peanut butter. So creamy, fatty good, it makes cheese redundant. Then, the bacon jam. A little of that hood arugula, and that's my jam.
This is the PB&J burger, a burger that'll stick to your very soul.
I love bacon, so if you love bacon, you gotta love this. And then there's like a maple syrup undertone that just pops it and makes it come alive.
Jam.
To your wildest expectations. It's right here in a burger. This is Cleveland.
If you're a foodie, this is the place to be.
From the home of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame to the capital of country music, Nashville, Tennessee. Number 7 on our list is a legendary jump and juke joint called the Saloon.
The cellar originally opened in this building in 1976, and it really was equal parts dive bar, music venue, and restaurant. But it was one of those golden age places in Nashville where everybody played.
Everybody who's anybody played at the Sutler. At least, that's what they say. Name happened.
Willie Nelson on stage, Garth Brooks, Keith Urban, Dirk Bentley.
Not too shabby, but folks don't come just for the jams. They come for some of the best Southern-style bar food in Nashville, like the Sutler's smoked brisket mac and cheese. So what kind of does the Southern Saloon use in their mac and cheese? Why, wagon wheels, of course. Chef Genevieve starts by boiling those and gets to work on the cheese sauce.
Here in the South, we definitely use a lot of butter. Right now, I'm melting the butter in the pan to create a roux to thicken our cheese sauce.
She does that by mixing in flour and then milk. Once that's hot enough, it's time for a come to Jesus moment.
We're going to start out with a cream cheese that brings a great creamy texture to the sauce. After that, we're adding a 5-cheese blend. We have a roasted garlic cheddar, buttermilk, a smoked, and a sharp cheddar. So you can see the sauce thicken up, and it gives this great stringy texture that's kind of the best part about mac and cheese.
Jen finishes that off with some salt and white pepper, then pours a little milk into a new pan, adds some cheese sauce, and rolls in them wagon wheels.
Next we have our shredded cheddar cheeses. This is going to help give that great stringy texture to the mac and cheese.
Next, she adds roasted poblanos and smoked cherry tomatoes.
The roasted poblano peppers add a depth of flavor and a sweet smokiness. Last but certainly not least, we're adding our burnt ends from our brisket. We smoke our brisket in-house, and then we take the burnt ends and add it to our loaded mac.
Once she's achieved curd fusion, the mac is placed in a serving pan, and Genevieve kicks the cheese up to DEFCON 5.
You can really never have enough cheese, so we're going to add these cheddar cheese curds on here, and then let it melt down.
That bakes until meltdown, and the loaded mac gets one final touch that will add a little crunch to all that ooey gooiness.
We're going to add what we refer to as our happy crumbs. That stringiness, that's what you want in a good mac and cheese.
Everything with the South loves barbecue, cheese, calories. It's just good.
Right? It's so good. It's not smokiness.
Oh my god.
Right?
This is all I need in life. I would marry this mac and cheese.
Well, what the sip on while you suck? That's simple. Just saunter out to the bar and ask this Tom Hardy-looking gentleman to make you the gambler. Sutler's refreshing, basil-infused take on the mint julep.
What is it? It's basil. It's basil. Yes.
Is there a hint of lemon, maybe? A little bit of basil, but more importantly, bourbon.
You know, I'm not even sure about the ingredients in it. I know that one of them is magic.
Nashville is famous for its fiery hot chicken. At the Sutler, they take that tradition and put their own twist on it in the form of their catfish tacos.
So our first step with anything Nashville hot is to layer the flavors of heat. So we start out by adding hot sauce to the buttermilk before we dredge it in cornmeal.
Once the catfish is coated in cornmeal, it takes a dive into the fryer until golden brown and crispy. Now, like she promised, it's time to make it Nashville hot.
So we're going to take our hot butter, which is seasoned with chili peppers and all sorts of spices, and we're going to rub it around our bowl so that we can mix in the catfish, and the catfish will sort of melt the butter.
She adds a sprinkle of the salt and chili blend and then gives the catfish a thorough coating of that spicy butter. Let's build this taco. Here comes a pair of hot corn tortillas that get slathered in comeback sauce, kind of a spicy mayo. Comeback sauce recipes vary from region to region, but they all keep you coming back for more. From there, the tortillas are loaded with the crispy catfish.
Can't really get more southern than comeback sauce and hot catfish. Now to add some texture, we're going to add our kale slaw with our peanut dressing.
Those slime's gonna go on my iPad. No.
Here they are, the hot catfish tacos, the best bar snack in Nashville.
It's amazingly spicy, like the perfect amount of spice.
Me and Cassie and the Six Sisters.
It's so good. Salty, spicy, it tastes so fresh. It's just stinking delicious.
Oh man. Is it bad to like shut down bourbon to kill the fire in my mouth?
Without question, it is the best part of Nashville.
As one musician put it, Nashville is a drinking town with a music problem. And the Sutler Saloon has plenty of both. Luckily, they also have some of the best midnight munchies around. Coming up, late night snacks are unexpectedly gourmet at Cambridge Dine. And later, breakfast just might be the best midnight munchies.
And I'm gonna get my iPad. That goes there. I like the pole. Well, then I have to scoot you. Sorry, Preston. I'm going to get off and I got to set it up like this.